The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that a preview clip has been released for the week of January 13, 2025. It shows Claire Grace Newman recognizing Jordan at the coffee house. Sharon Newman spots a crowbar, but it's just out of her reach. Plus, Adam Newman has a complicated proposition for Chelsea Lawson. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up next week in the CBS soap opera. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire Grace Newman suspects. Y&R spoilers for the week of January 13 reveal that a preview clip shows Claire will have another Jordan experience. Nobody realizes that Jordan has escaped prison. People are aware that Ian Ward is out, but nobody realizes his connection to Jordan, at least not yet. Y&R spoilers, Jordan recognized. The preview clip shows Jordan standing at the counter placing her order with Esther Valentine. Then, Claire comes up behind Jordan. Claire recognizes the way the woman is ordering her tea, just like Jordan always did. Claire does come up behind Jordan. Cautiously and still at a distance, Claire calls out Jordan's name. Instead of turning around, Jordan pretends not to notice and briskly strolls out of the coffee house. Jordan seems tickled pink that Claire was so close by though. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon Newman's crowbar. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 13 reveal that the preview clip also shows Sharon trapped. Sharon is desperately yanking at the handcuff, but it does nothing. Sharon tries to figure out what she can use to get out of there. As Sharon looks around, that is when she spots the perfect tool, a crowbar. However, when Sharon reaches for the crowbar, it is just a few inches out of reach. Could Sharon use something else to get the crowbar closer to her? Will Jordan return just as Sharon is about to get freedom? It would be easy to see Sharon and Jordan having a violent face-off, although my money is on the therapist. Remember, Sharon has hallucination Cameron Kirsten. Maybe the hallucination will give Sharon some ideas. Y&R spoilers, week of January 13, 2025. Fans will also see Adam issue another request to Chelsea. Adam tells Chelsea that he thinks living together as a family at the ranch will help Connor Newman heal. Will it really though, or could Connor just get false hope about his parents getting back together? Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of January 13, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Jolie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers note that the preview video for the week of January 13 to 17 has been dropped, and fans can anticipate plenty of drama in Genoa City over the next 5 days. First off, the preview opens up with a clip between Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson sharing a hot beverage together at Crimson Lights. It looks like Adam will continue to try and convince Chelsea to make the big move to the Newman Ranch, but he'll play a little dirty to get his point across. During the scene, Adam tells Chelsea that if living together at the ranch could help Connor Newman, Judah Mackey, heal, then it's worth considering, right? From the look on Chelsea's face, it looks like it's only a matter of time before she says yes to the idea. Across town, the Y&R preview also shows Sharon Newman as she continues to live out a nightmare in that sewage basement. Sharon will question what she can do to escape this situation when she spots a metal pole. As the scene continues, Sharon will try to extend herself to grab hold of the pole, but she'll be just short of getting there. Will Sharon figure out a way to get that pole, and how will it help her escape? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Lastly, it looks like Jordan will get closer to getting busted, as she slips up once again at Crimson Lights. As fans who watched the Friday, January 10 episode know, Jordan ordered a specialty oolong tea with specific instructions, and when Esther Valentine called out her order, Claire Newman was immediately triggered. During the Y&R preview video for the week of January 13 to 17, Jordan will be back at the coffee house and grabbing an order when she says, "Thank you." Claire will be behind, fiddling with her purse waiting to order. Claire will recognize that "thank you" immediately and state "Jordan," only for Jordan to quickly walk away and walk out of Crimson without facing Claire. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that this could go a number of ways. If Claire tries to follow Jordan, she could land in trouble, but if she doesn't follow her to confirm her suspicions, then she will continue to have a nagging feeling in the back of her mind that something is not right. The Young and the Restless scoop for Friday, January 10, reveals Claire Newman will have a chilling encounter. Also coming up, Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins will have a chat with Kyle Abbott, plus Abby Newman will kick Ian Ward out of her restaurant, and Jordan Howard will decide to pursue her own agenda. Y&R spoilers tease Jack and Kyle will have the exact same conversation they've had for the past month. Then Kyle will hand him a proposal for the sunscreen that he stole. "I wasn't sure you'd ever admit to it," Jack will reply. Kyle will apologize for what he did and Jack will forgive him. Y&R Daily Scoop. Tessa asks the villain to keep his distance. Diane will arrive, and she'll mention that Kyle and Claire are getting serious. She knows Claire slept over, so she'll ask her son if Harrison Locke knows. Kyle will say no, and Diane will suggest he tell him he's seeing Claire. At Society, Daniel Romalotti will tell his father he wishes he could stay longer. Danny Romalotti will agree. He'll ask his son to join him on tour with his daughter. But Daniel will say she's back in school, and he doesn't want to mess with that. Over by the bar, Tessa and Abby will discuss Ian as he eavesdrops. His list of crimes are endless, Abby will say. "You can't trust a word that man says." But Tessa will tell her she can't disregard that he saved her life. "I'm so glad I was able to save you," Ian will quip as he approaches them. He'll say hello to Abby, and she'll glare at him. Tessa will say she knows about his history. "Maria asked you to keep a distance from me and my family, and I'm going to have to ask you to do that." Then Abby will tell him to leave. It's her restaurant, and she's banning him. Meanwhile, Nikki Newman will warn Claire about Ian. "If you ever come across him, don't engage." She'll say he exploits young women and uses them to his advantage. Nikki will add that he made her feel like he was looking out for her when others wouldn't. Claire will say it sounds like her Aunt Jordan. "Oh, I think you're right," she'll reply. Those two are cut out of the same cloth. Then she'll ask Claire to get her a coffee from Crimson Lights. Young and the Restless scoop, Jordan's decision about Claire. Meanwhile, a disguised Jordan will pump Esther Valentine for details about Sharon Newman's disappearance. But she won't get much out of her. She'll place her order and wait on the coffee shop patio. As Jordan sits there, she'll scroll through photos of Claire and Kyle together. Claire will walk in and Jordan will hear her say hello to Esther. She'll tell Claire she just has to take care of something and she'll be right back to take her order. Then she'll prance out to the patio with Jordan's order. "Here you go, ma'am," Esther will say. "1 triple shot Americano and 1 oolong with a gave and extra half and half." A stunned Claire will turn around and rush out onto the patio as Jordan takes off quickly. Esther will ask if she's all right. Claire will say it's nothing. But as Esther works on her order, she'll make a face. She'll return to the office and Nikki will notice she's upset. So she'll ask her what happened. There was a woman at Crimson Lights who ordered her tea in a very specific way, Claire will tell her grandmother. "It reminded me of the way that Jordan always took her tea," but Nikki will say Jordan can never hurt them again. Finally, Jordan will return to the motel, freaking out. She'll tell Ian, through a closed bathroom door, that Claire saw her and may have recognized her. But she'll realize Ian isn't there and she'll be angry. The villain will flash back to some of her moments with Claire and make a decision. "Maybe it's time I take matters with Claire into my own hands," she'll say to herself. But what is she going to do? The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 10, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Victor Newman to threaten Ian Ward. Next on The Young and the Restless, Phyllis Summers shares a secret with Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziati. Plus, Kyle Abbott and Claire Grace Newman celebrate the new year in style. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. Young and the Restless spoilers, Ian Ward's exposure. Y&R spoilers for Friday, January 10 reveal that Victor will threaten Ian. Victor already had Ian summoned to the house. Victor wanted to know what Ian was doing back in Genoa City. Of course, Ian isn't going to explain his plan. Ian's plan mainly rides on everyone believing that he's really reformed. All the while, Ian is having Jordan commit crimes on his behalf. Y&R spoilers, Sharon Newman's body. Ian is already facing a problem with Jordan. The villain queen never told Ian that she didn't kill Sharon Newman. Jordan knows she needs some leverage. However, this could actually just create a bigger battle between them. It wouldn't be hard to see Ian and Jordan trying to frame each other instead of Sharon and Phyllis for various crimes throughout town. Young and the Restless spoilers, Phyllis Summers' secret. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 10 reveal that Phyllis will share a secret with Daniel. While most of Phyllis' energy has been spent on Sharon, she will make a deal with Billy Abbott. While Billy and Phyllis are targeting Victor, could Ian and Jordan end up getting the upper hand? Y&R spoilers, Friday, January 10, 2025. In the next episode, Kyle and Claire will celebrate the new year in style. It sounds like Kyle might set up a magical date for Claire. However, Summer Newman could continue to find herself drawn back to Kyle. Meanwhile, Nick Newman will continue trying to find Sharon. With Sharon now seeing hallucination Cameron Kirsten, could Jordan wish she would have killed her as Ian demanded? We have a feeling that Cam just might help Sharon get out of her hostage situation. While Cam is just a hallucination, he also pushes Sharon to do what needs to be done, even if it is unbearable. It seems Cam always pops up when Sharon can't deal, so maybe he's actually become a part of her now. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Friday, January 10, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, January 10 promise some explosive moments in the land of Genoa City. A villain goes rogue, while someone has safety concerns over a loved one, and a dad tries to convince his son that honesty is the best policy. What kind of drama is set to unravel on Friday? Time to dive right in. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Jordan Howard goes rogue. Y&R spoilers for Friday, January 10 suggest that Jordan will go rogue on Ian Ward, as Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, paid Ian a visit at the motel room during Thursday's show. Will Jordan find a way to escape in the bathroom out of fear? The last thing she wants is to get caught by a Newman. Still, with Jordan going rogue, does this equal out to bad news for Sharon Newman? Will Jordan believe it's time to officially get rid of Sharon? Y&R spoilers, Nikki Newman worries about Claire Newman. Across town, Y&R spoilers for Friday, January 10 indicate that as Ian is back in town, Nikki Newman will worry about Claire Newman's safety. Call it grandmother's intuition, as Ian and Jordan are in cahoots. Still, Claire has made so much progress that Nikki doesn't want to see her granddaughter regress or have any harm come her way. Will both Nikki and Victor Newman be able to protect Claire from whatever Ian has planned? The Young and the Restless spoilers, Jack Abbott wants the truth. Lastly, Y&R spoilers for Friday suggest that Jack Abbott will drive home. Honesty is the best policy with Kyle Abbott. What has prompted this conversation? Has Kyle already made a mistake while back in the CEO chair at Jibboat? Or is this an overall conversation about how it's always best to tell the truth? Are you excited about Friday's show? Comment below. Catch the CBS soap daily so you don't miss a moment of the drama, and visit SOS often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news. The Young and the Restless star Melissa Claire Egan lost her new home to the Los Angeles wildfire. She recently shared details of her loss. Egan took to her Instagram stories to reveal that her new home burned down in the fires, which have devastated the region, burning thousands of structures. She wrote, "Thank you so much to everyone for reaching out. We are safe, thank God, all that matters. But we just bought a house in the Palisades 2 weeks ago that is now destroyed," continued Egan. "We hadn't moved in yet, but it's gone. We were just grateful that our babies are safe, but we are devastated, and this is all so horrific. Grateful to all the incredible first responders," she finished. In addition to the words, Egan included a photo of the neighborhood, which was entirely devastated by the Los Angeles wildfires. You can see the image below. Egan is not the only Y&R star whose home was threatened. Yesterday, Eric Braeden revealed that he had to evacuate his home, and she said goodbye. Additionally, other soap stars have also lost their homes, including the bold and the beautiful's Jennifer Gurries, who showed the difference a few days ago after her home burned. General Hospital's Cameron Matheson's house also burned down. Matheson gave a deep dive into what he lost in the fire. Soap Hub sends our thoughts to everyone affected by these terrible wildfires. The Young and the Restless preview for the week of January 13 reveals Sharon Newman will look around for something she can use. Also coming up, Claire Newman will hear her Aunt Jordan's voice. Plus, Adam Newman will make another plea to Chelsea Lawson. Y&R spoilers tease Adam will use Connor Newman as a bargaining chip in his quest to get Chelsea to move in with him. As viewers know, Adam is moving to the old Newman Ranch. Y&R preview, the three of them living under one roof. "If you and me living under one roof helps Connor heal at the ranch," he says in the Y&R weekly preview. "Shouldn't we at least consider it? But will Chelsea finally give in, or will she shut Adam down again?" Meanwhile, on Friday's Y&R, Claire will hear Esther Valentine hand someone a tea the exact same way her aunt would take it. She'll think she sees her running out of the coffee shop. However, she'll also realize it's impossible since Jordan is in prison. But next week, she'll have another chilling encounter at Crimson Lights. A disguised Jordan will say thank you when she receives her order, and Claire will be standing behind her. "Jordan?" she'll ask, and the woman will take off. But will Claire follow her? Young and the Restless preview. Will Sharon manage to reach it? Finally, Sharon will be desperate to escape the sewer where she's trapped. She's running out of food and, more importantly, water. "There has to be something I can use," she'll say to herself as she looks around. Then she'll spot a thin, black metal bar, and she'll extend her arm towards it. But will she be able to reach it? Will Sharon free herself? While there's no doubt that everyone knows the Young and the Restless star Courtney Hope is a young, talented, beautiful, and super sexy actress, it looks like she's got another talent that many of her fans don't know about. The Young and the Restless star Courtney Hope changing careers. And because of it, her fans are urging her to do this. They want her to become an author. Here's what you need to know. Just last year, Courtney shared a photo of herself in a stunning blue dress on her Instagram account and wrote in the caption, "You can be lying in the arms of a lover and never scratch the surface of the profoundness or eternal verities of your souls, or be oceans apart, but tethered by a unified curiosity of exploration into the abyss that makes our hearts flutter and our essence come alive." She added, "Distance and depth both have their place in the cycle of love. But if we're weighing importance, pruning a tree is futile if you neglect the health of the roots." It didn't take very long for her fans and her followers to comment on her post. Many of them praised her for her writing skills, as she's often been sharing these kinds of messages on social media. The Young and the Restless news. What's next for Courtney Hope? Some of her followers wrote comments such as, "I wish you'd write a book. Love your talent. You're so beautiful and fun to watch on The Young and the Restless. Courtney, you are gorgeous and amazing woman. You can have everybody you want. You deserve happiness too in her life. And I hope you get it. Love seeing you happy." Another fan wrote, "You're such a great writer. You should be an author." Very good valid points on peace in the world. And I must say that it's good to feel your deepest feelings on anything that you look up to and desire. Too, that's a beautiful view of you with the ocean. Ever wondered where Kyle Abbott mysteriously disappeared to on The Young and the Restless? Don't worry, we've got the inside scoop. Stick around until the end to find out why Michael Meller, the actor behind Kyle, has been absent from your screens. While Kyle Abbott may have a rocky history with the ladies, whether it's ex-wives, flings, or even his mom, the man behind the character, Michael Meller, is living a completely different story. Michael's love life has been nothing short of a fairy tale, a love story for the ages. After a long-term relationship with his then-girlfriend Sasha, Michael made it official on March 23, 2023, when the two tied the knot. Since then, their life together has been a whirlwind of romance and adventure. Their honeymoon, a dreamy tour of Italy. The couple explored Rome, Puglia, Florence, and Tuscany, even stopping by the iconic Colosseum. But their wanderlust didn't stop there. Around their first wedding anniversary, Michael and Sasha jetted off to Japan, soaking in the beauty of Kyoto and indulging in authentic Tokyo ramen. A magical Christmas in London? Now the couple has added another dreamy destination to their travel bucket list. For a magical Christmas getaway, Michael and Sasha embraced all the festive vibes London has to offer. Michael shared snippets of their trip on Instagram with a simple caption, "London." Here's what their adventure looked like. Christmas lights at Regent Street. The couple soaked in the holiday spirit as Regent Street dazzled with Christmas magic. Iconic Big Ben. No trip to London is complete without a visit to this legendary landmark. Cozy cocktails. Battling London's chilly weather, they warmed up at Mr. Fogg City Tavern with some festive cocktails. The Gherkin Skyscraper. Michael captured the city's famous skyline in all its glory. Natural History Museum. They explored the dinosaur garden outside this iconic museum. Festive streets and silly faces. From Half Moon Street to cozy coffee breaks, the couple made the most of their time in the city. Why Kyle Abbott is missing. If you've noticed Kyle's absence in a few upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless, now you know why. Michael was busy creating unforgettable memories with his wife in London. Share your London adventures. Have you ever been to London? What's your favorite memory of the city? Let us know in the comments below. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal Victor Newman continues to harbor a significant criminal secret from his family. He has never revealed to anyone that he has been keeping Jordan locked away in his makeshift prison. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Victor Newman's dirty secret. Even after Jordan was located and moved to a legitimate prison, the truth has remained hidden. With Jordan collaborating with Ian Ward, might Claire Grace Newman uncover the reality and rethink her family relationships? Stay tuned as we delve into the potential twists awaiting us in the CBS soap. Upcoming spoilers hint that Victor is harboring numerous secrets. He always has his motives and rationalizations, primarily centered around his family. When Jordan was wreaking havoc on the Newman family, Victor stepped in decisively. My and our spoilers. Force-fed Brussels sprouts. Jordan found herself trapped in Victor's makeshift prison, enduring the torment of being force-fed Brussels sprouts. Even now, she can't shake off the memories, her complaints echoing the trauma she experienced. As she continues to mention the jail cell, it hints that Victor's hidden truths may soon be revealed. However, Victor isn't the sole keeper of Jordan's secret. Cole Howard was the first to discover her plight. Afterward, Cole sought out Michael Baldwin, and together they confronted Victor, urging him to make amends. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor Newman was mad for a while. Victor's anger towards Michael and Cole simmered for a time, but now the tension has eased. This shift hints that the hidden truth is on the verge of being revealed. Spoilers for The Young and the Restless indicate that Jordan's escape remains a secret to everyone. As long as Ian continues to manipulate Jordan into wreaking havoc in Genoa City, her exposure is inevitable. However, there's a twist. When caught, Jordan can claim that Ian coerced her into these crimes, and there's a grain of truth in that. Despite her villainous nature, she plans to leverage this situation to sneak back into Claire's life. I&R spoilers. Claire Grace's 180. At this moment, it's not feasible yet. As more revelations about Victor emerge, Claire might start to question whether Jordan had been correct from the beginning. Despite being aware of Jordan's numerous wicked deeds, the tale of the jail cell could spark doubts in Claire's mind regarding Victor. When Claire discovers that Cole was also privy to the truth but chose silence, it could lead her to a complete turnaround. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Damien is destined to arrive in Genoa City, Wisconsin this winter. Being Nate Hastings' brother, and possibly working for Winter's positions, Damien and Lily Winter's path. Billy Abbott was a recent love, but he's with Sally Spectra, and even if he wasn't, Lily isn't interested in rebooting her connection with Billy. All factors referenced openly imply that Damien will become Lily's next romantic connection. Those seasoned soap fans realize that nothing is guaranteed in daytime, with a curveball possible weeks before spring training baseball begins. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Count of Monte Cristo appears to prove connection. Readers of this comprehensive soap site may also be readers of classic adventure stories. Alexandre Dumas wrote The Count of Monte Cristo, starting in 1844, because the book was released in serialized form over 2 years. He also, more famously, wrote The Three Musketeers in 1844. Nate's reference to the Count of Monte Cristo appears to prove that Damien is Amy Lewis' son. Nate discussed his theory with his presumed brother after Owen's character pressed him to explain why a plum job offer would be made by a stranger who isn't family. Damien mentioned that he enjoyed reading the story as a boy, which matched what Amy said about him. Amy told Nate that Damien is the son she and the late Nathan Hastings had. Nate told Damien that he vets potential candidates who Winters is considering as employees. Viewers know that Nate also told Amy he vetted her story about being terminally ill and found it to be true. I&R spoilers. Who owns the company? Nate suggested that Damien was performing undercover work for an assumed employer that uses Count of Monte Cristo references as name fronts for the business. But viewers might wonder if Damien is the owner of the company himself, which Nate didn't suggest. Of course, Nate would need genetic proof to fully confirm that Damien is his brother. That might be obtainable if a sleight of hand occurs before Nate tells him about their assumed status as siblings. Otherwise, it could come after all is revealed through Amy or Damien determining the truth himself. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Lily Winters is adjusting. Lily hasn't been married since she divorced Kane Ashby in 2019. Longtime fans would like Goddard to return to the cast, as Kane's write-out was handled unusually. As of today, Lily is single and has just returned to Winters. She's adjusting to an important career move and isn't considering love, which hints at Damien becoming a love interest. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Ian Ward is already causing tension between Tessa Porter and Maria Copeland. In the Tuesday, January 7, 2025 episode, Maria ripped into Ian while Tessa was thanking him for saving her life. Tessa and Maria have definitely divided already, and Ian will capitalize on that. So let's get started talking about what could happen next with this storyline. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Ian Ward's redemption claim. I&R spoilers reveal that on Tuesday, January 7, Mariah and Tessa were pushing Aria Copeland Porter in the stroller when they ran into Ian. There is a lot of crazy history involved between Ian and Mariah. So the way she lashed out at him makes total sense, especially after he was so close to a semi-conscious Tessa. Plus, Maria understands how Ian's mind operates, so she's not believing the changed man story at all. In fact, Maria knows what Ian does and how he worms into people's lives. I&R spoilers. Maria Copeland explodes. While Tessa politely thanked Ian for saving her life, she was a bit rattled seeing Maria explode. Maria is usually really calm, but there is also a ton of history. Ian is very dangerous, and Maria wants to protect Aria and Tessa. Maria is also panicked about Sharon Newman's disappearance. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Tessa Porter manipulated. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Tessa seems to believe in Ian's redemption. Or, at the very least, Tessa seems willing to give Ian the benefit of the doubt. Tessa seemed quite alarmed by Mariah's aggressive reaction to Ian. In fact, Tessa was downright shocked when Mariah used threats. It sounds like Ian has already worked his magic and charm on Tessa. I&R spoilers. TRIA split. If Ian were the run-of-the-mill criminal, then Tessa and Mariah might survive a difference of opinion. However, due to the nature of Ian's crimes, Maria has a legit reason to be spiraling. Ian wasn't just at society. He was cradling Tessa in his arms instead of calling 911. It would be easy to see Ian continuing to go to society. Ian knows that Tessa was shaken by Mariah's reaction. Ian might also think that he can get closer to Tessa, which might get him reconnected to Mariah. Now, there is no way that Maria will ever turn to Ian. However, Ian is going to try, and TRIA just might split if Tessa doesn't heed Mariah's warnings. What does this mean for custody of Aria, though? Mariah might be so worried about Tessa believing Ian that she keeps custody of the baby. While there's no doubt that everyone knows the Young and the Restless star Courtney Hope is a young, talented, beautiful, and super sexy actress, it looks like she's got another talent that many of her fans don't know about. The Young and the Restless star Courtney Hope changing careers. And because of it, her fans are urging her to do this. They want her to become an author. Here's what you need to know. Just last year, Courtney shared a photo of herself in a stunning blue dress on her Instagram account and wrote in the caption, "You can be lying in the arms of a lover and never scratch the surface of the profoundness or eternal verities of your souls, or be oceans apart, but tethered by a unified curiosity of exploration into the abyss that makes our hearts flutter and our essence come alive." She added, "Distance and depth both have their place in the cycle of love, but if we're weighing importance, pruning the tree is futile if you neglect the health of the roots." It didn't take very long for her fans and her followers to comment on her post. Many of them praised her for her writing skills, as she's often been sharing these kinds of messages on social media. The Young and the Restless news. What's next for Courtney Hope? Some of her followers wrote comments such as, "I wish you'd write a book. Love your talent. You're so beautiful and fun to watch on The Young and the Restless. Courtney, you are a gorgeous and amazing woman. You can have everybody you want. You deserve happiness too in her life. And I hope you get it. Love seeing you happy." Another fan wrote, "You are such a great writer. You should be an author. Very good valid points on peace in the world. And I must say that it's good to feel your deepest feelings on anything that you look up to and desire. Too, that's a beautiful view of you with the ocean." The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Sharon Newman is handcuffed in an isolated room near the river. While Jordan did submerge Sharon's SUV, the villain kept the therapist alive. Now that Sharon is in another crisis, hallucination Cameron Kirsten has shown up. It seems that when Sharon doesn't know what to do, Cam does. So could Cam actually turn into Sharon's superpower? Could Cameron end up helping Sharon to defeat Jordan once and for all? Y&R spoilers reveal that Ian Ward ordered Jordan to kidnap Sharon on New Year's Eve. Jordan did that, and while Sharon was being dragged away, Ian played hero to Tessa Porter. Then, when Ian returned to the hotel room, he told Jordan they couldn't keep Sharon there for long. The decision was made that Sharon should die. Ian thought it would be poetic justice for Sharon to die in the exact same spot where Heather Stevens' body was found. While the SUV is now in the river, Sharon is not. Jordan is getting sick and tired of following Ian's orders, but not getting her mission accomplished. Jordan needs some leverage, especially since her hands are dirty while Ian's remains clean. Jordan is holding Sharon hostage, but hasn't told Ian that yet. In fact, Jordan downright lied and said the blonde was swimming with the fishes. Jordan plans on keeping Sharon alive for now as she left food and water. However, if Jordan dies or gets arrested, then Sharon will die unless someone finds her quickly. Cameron Kirsten returns. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that each time Sharon spirals and doesn't know what to do, Cam seems to show up. Cameron showed up when Heather died, and Sharon had no idea what happened. Cameron instructed Sharon on how to clean up the mess and even directed her on cover stories. Cameron also showed up when Sharon was being questioned by the police. If Sharon is on her bipolar medication, then why is she hallucinating? Sharon's symptoms would take time to resurface, longer than 24 hours. So could Sharon have a secondary diagnosis? From all the trauma, could Sharon have developed dissociative identity disorder and Cameron is an alter? Or maybe Sharon is just channeling Cameron because she doesn't know what else to do. In any case, it seems Cameron can help Sharon get out of this mess. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon Newman's superpower. When Jordan comes back, could Cameron tell Sharon about something she can use as a weapon? Maybe Cameron will tell Sharon when to kick or strike. Perhaps Cameron will help Sharon trick Jordan somehow. Cameron won't let Sharon just run away, though. Cam will likely pressure Sharon to get rid of Jordan for good. While most people view hallucinations as negative, maybe Sharon will use Cameron for something good. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. The Young and the Restless spoilers. A new beginning. Damien's arrival in Genoa City. When Nate finally brought Damien to Genoa City, it marked a turning point in both their lives. For Nate, it was a chance to build something new, a life far removed from the turbulence of his past. For Damien, it was a fresh start, a blank slate where he could prove his worth and leave behind whatever shadows had followed him from Los Angeles. The two men had forged an unlikely bond, rooted in shared struggles and a desire to rise above their circumstances. But starting over in Genoa City wasn't as simple as unpacking bags and exchanging handshakes. A past like Damien's didn't stay buried for long, and the whispers of Los Angeles were already catching up to him. Damien, a man of contradictions. Damien was a man of layers. To some, he exuded charm and confidence, his quick wit and disarming smile making it easy for people to like him. But beneath the surface lay a history he rarely spoke about, a history that Audra, with her ties to Los Angeles, knew all too well. He was resourceful and intelligent, traits that had helped him survive in a world that often seemed determined to chew him up and spit him out. But Damien also carried the weight of his mistakes, and they were not insignificant. His time in Los Angeles had left scars, some self-inflicted, others the result of dangerous associations. Was he running from them, or was he truly ready to change? That question lingered in the minds of those who got close to him. A family of strangers. Nate's decision to bring Damien to Genoa City wasn't without its complications. Soon after Damien's arrival, the two men met with Amy, Nate's confident and moral compass. She was warm and welcoming but cautious. To her, Damien was an unknown variable. She wanted to trust Nate's judgment, but she couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that Damien might bring more trouble than he was worth. The three of them sat together in Nate's modest apartment, sharing coffee and tentative smiles. They were, for all intents and purposes, a family now, bound not by blood but by circumstance. And yet, the question loomed, how would they navigate this new dynamic? Would Damien find a way to fit into their lives, or would his presence disrupt the fragile balance they had built? Nate, ever the optimist, believed that Damien deserved a chance. He wanted to believe that people could change, that second chances weren't just wishful thinking. But even he couldn't shake the feeling that the road ahead would be anything but smooth. Audra's secrets. While Nate and Damien tried to settle into their new reality, Audra remained on the periphery, carefully avoiding Damien at every opportunity. She had been a fixture in Genoa City for some time now, known for her sharp mind and keen business instincts. But her connection to Los Angeles was a chapter she rarely spoke about, a part of her life she had deliberately left behind. The moment she saw Damien, however, it was as if that chapter had come to life again. She knew exactly who he was and what he was capable of. Their paths had crossed briefly in Los Angeles, but the impression Damien had left was indelible. Audra had seen him at his worst, tangled in schemes and alliances that left collateral damage in their wake. Now, seeing him in Genoa City working alongside Nate sent a chill down her spine. She couldn't let this go on, not when Nate, someone she respected deeply, was blindly putting his trust in a man she knew to be dangerous. The confrontation. Audra tried to keep her distance, avoiding Damien in meetings and sidestepping social interactions. But her avoidance didn't go unnoticed. Nate, perceptive as ever, confronted her one afternoon after a particularly tense encounter in the office. "Why are you acting like this, Audra?" Nate asked, frustration evident in his voice. "You've been dodging Damien since the moment he got here. If there's something you know, just tell me." Audra hesitated, torn between loyalty to Nate and her reluctance to dredge up the past. But the truth was too heavy to keep hidden. She took a deep breath and began to speak. "Nate, I don't know how much you know about Damien's past," she said carefully, "but I lived in Los Angeles. I know the circles he ran in, the people he associated with. They weren't good people. And Damien? He wasn't exactly an innocent bystander." Nate frowned, his brow furrowing in disbelief. "People change, Audra. He's here now, trying to start over. Don't you think he deserves that chance?" Audra's voice grew firm. "Maybe he does, but you need to know what you're dealing with. Damien's not just some guy with a rough past. He's smart, yes, but he's also manipulative. If you're not careful, he'll pull you into whatever mess he's running from."